You're going to need some for the party table, maybe for the school carnival. You need some for your vignette, your home seasonal holiday decor vignette. The ability to make a few easels and signs is nearly essential. Today we're learning from the best, getting inspired for how to make these handwritten signs without second guessing ourselves. Lettering artist Hayley Barry is here. It's so great to see you, Hayley. So I'm talking homemade signs on our level, because we know how amazing you are. Where do you think we go wrong, or what trips us up when we set out to make a hand lettering touch?
You know, I think really it's just people being nervous about it, right? Anyone can do this, and I'm gonna be showing you how to do a simple one that anyone can do. So it's just about going slow, following a few easy steps, and then you'll be good to go.
I'm waiting for
something super unique.
I'm waiting for you to say practice too, right? There's a little bit of, because with that comes confidence. We're not as nervous if we're practiced or if we're comfortable.
Absolutely. The more you practice, the easier it gets. And this is a super easy skill that you can practice at home, or while you're, you know, letting your kids play, or while you're watching a movie. You can practice this anywhere.
Yeah, doodling is kind of that creative outlet that feels good and is fun. What are you suggesting or recommending for us for like fall parties or for upcoming projects?
Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about just a super easy way to first off make your lettering feel a little bit more spooky or Halloween themed, and then how to add some extra little illustrations and designs to that.
Okay. I'll be the courageous girl and letter next to you.
Do it.
The
so
pro.
Grab a marker. So anyone that's done brush lettering, kind of the basic idea here with this is that whenever we move our hand down, we're going to get a thick stroke. And whenever we move our hand up, we're going to get a thin stroke. And so really, if you just follow that basic principle of down is thick and up is thin, you can start to do some really fun things going down thick and up thin with your lettering. And the trick, if you want to make your lettering feel spooky, you can see I've drawn 4 examples up here of kind of a traditional way of doing it, and the letters are very round. The quickest way to make your letters feel a little more spooky for Halloween is to make them pointy. So instead of making them really round,
so angular,
add a little bit of an angle or a point to your letters, and instantly it'll start to get a little bit more personality, a little bit more interest, and feel a little bit more spooky for the Halloween season. Or if you just want something cute for fall, right, going with a classic round letter is a great way to go. But this is a simple way to add some style and interest to your letters. But once you've done a phrase, if you really want to start to jazz things up, one way that I like to do it is to add illustrations. So here's some that I've done earlier, right? So we've got a little bit of hand lettering, but if we want to jazz it up,
stare at what you did earlier all day. That's so cute.
Well, thanks. Well, one really easy way to jazz this up is to start to add illustrations. So what I like to do is once I'm done with some lettering, I like to grab a glass bowl. The reason glass is good is because you can see through it. You can look at what you're writing, right? And then I get a pencil and I draw around it. Then what I do is I basically just fill in that space with drawings, right? So if this is Halloween, I could do something cute like pumpkins or maybe bats, right? So let's grab another color.
But letters come first, and then I appreciate that you're giving yourself kind of a frame. You're giving yourself...
Yeah, you give yourself room to kind of work.
Spatial boundaries.
But once you've got your lettering, right, then you can go in and start adding some other little illustrations or decorative elements. Like here I'm doing pumpkins, right? And these don't have to be complicated. They can be very simple little drawings. But once you've got a few of those, then I just go in and fill in the rest of the space with either some dots or stars or something else like that. And once you've got that filled in, you can erase that pencil line and you'll have a beautiful piece of lettering art that really only took a minute to make. Like, how long did that take us? 30 seconds?
I mean, it took you 30 seconds.
Not long at all, right? But you could put this then on a table setting for a holiday. You could put it on, I don't know, a trick-or-treat bag. You could put it on your shelf. You could do all kinds of cute things, and this is something that anybody can do.
Are you consistent when you just sit down to write? How do you? When do you decide to have fun and play, and when do you decide to do your more consistent, traditional?
Ooh, I always love to have fun and play all the time.
Every word is a creative experience for you.
Exactly, and yeah, and just by playing around with your colors and shapes, you can have fun all the time. See, and you've just done a beautiful job too.
Well, we're just gonna keep staring at that trick or treat with the cute little doodles and the candy illustrations. Those illustrations I can see, make it come to life in a fun way.
Yeah, and anyone can do it. Super easy. You could do pumpkins, bats, candy. If you want something more fall themed, fall leaves, right? Something like that would be a great thing to do.
Well, we always love to see you in action. You've had a couple of projects recently I want to ask about. First, tell me about the project for Grand America.
Yeah, so anyone that's from Utah loves the Grand America Hotel. And just about last month, I got to go there and repaint some of the mirrors in their fancy cafe area. So it was really fun to come in, do some very traditional sign painting in their beautiful, beautiful cafe, really add to the feeling. So that was wonderful.
How does working on like glass or reflective material change what you do as a lettering artist? Or does it?
It's tricky, right? Because you're trying to like focus, but your background is moving.
You're seeing yourself. Boo.
So it gets a little tricky, but it is so fulfilling to get to work in somewhere like that kind of has that historical feeling, and then you get to do that historical type of sign painting there.
Yes.
It's so much fun.
Another place people are familiar with, or at least reference point, is Ballerina Farm. Tell us what you did there.
So I love Ballerina Farm. Anyone that follows them on Instagram knows they're all about doing things the old-fashioned way and the traditional way.
They're homesteaders.
They're homesteaders. And so this year for their rodeo and farmers market in Camas, they hired me to do some hand-painted signs and chalkboards for their stand at the rodeo and farmers market. So it was so fun getting to work with someone that like cares about, you know, doing things homesteading and traditional and being able to create some traditional art to go along with them that coordinated with their brand. And again, you could look at that and say, wow, that's much harder. I could never do art like that. But it starts with doing stuff like this, right? Once you practice this, then it leads to other things.
Well, we're so grateful that you shared a peek into your creative life and projects recently and gave us the inspiration to pick up a pen and try a few strokes ourselves. You teach classes as well online. How can we access those?
Yes, so if you go to my website, typeaffiliated.com, Type Affiliated is the business. I have online classes that are long. I also have just a $5 a month program that people can sign up where they get monthly tutorials that go deep into these different things. So lots of different ways to learn hand lettering if that's something that people are interested in.
Hayley, great to see you. Thanks for the push in the right direction.
Thank you.
We admire and appreciate you.